Now you're probably like, well, I don't have any of that. That's why I'm in this video. Let's see now. You may have wondered, how do I get started in day trading, especially if you are a new day trader? Well, you're in luck because today we are going to talk about the different tools and things that you need to consider before you start day trading. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lakeisha Tomlin. I'm a former engineering manager turned full-time day trader, and I help new day traders make their first profit within 60 days, sometimes less. And now we're just going to jump right into the 8 different things that you need to know before you consider day trading. So the first off is very, very important, and it is experience and education. And you're probably thinking, well, that's why I clicked on this video. I want to know how I should go about day trading. Well, you're exactly right. And in this video, we're definitely going to talk more about that, but having that is the most important thing. And I wanted to have that first, mainly because on any given social media, some people will ask, well, how much can I make in day trading and how fast can I make it? Well, the answer is it all depends upon you and how much effort and time you're putting into learning the skill. Now, like with anything, once you learn the skill, it's going to become second nature and you're not going to need to spend as much time. But people who start with me in my day trading accelerator, I recommend that they spend at least 30 minutes per day for the first 30 days in order to get the terminology down and to really get a sense of what they're doing. And that is really important because in order to day trade, you need to be able to make decisions quickly. So if you're very conservative as an investor, or you need to think about it or something like that, then day trading may not be the best for you. It's just something to figure out. And if you're that type of person where you can make decisions fast and you like just making decisions really quickly, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time, then day trading can definitely work for you. And if not, traditional investing could work for you as well. There's no right or wrong. It's just all dependent upon your personality and what you want to do. And nobody can tell you what to do but you. So the second thing we'll talk about is money. So I kind of talked about that before, but basically you need to figure out how much money do you need to day trade, something that's going to be comfortable for you. And if you want more help in determining what that is, then go ahead and check out this video here where I talk about how much money you need to day trade. And that number just basically all depends upon you and how much you are willing to put inside of the market. And that video can definitely help you think about some things where you can determine which number you would want to put inside of the market in order to day trade. Nobody can tell you that but you. And the third thing is understanding of the rules and regulations when it comes to day trading, especially here in the United States. Now, there's this rule called the PDT rule. It's called the Pattern Day Trader rule that basically says if you make more than 3 round trips, meaning buying and selling the same stock in the same day, that is considered a day trade. And you can only do that within 5 consecutive days. So say for instance, within that 5-day period, you make a 4th day trade. You may not necessarily get stopped by your broker. It just totally depends. But basically what will happen is they will flag your account. You will get an email and maybe they'll put something in your account so that way you will know that you violated the PDT rule. And I violated that rule a couple of times on a couple of different brokers, and the only thing I did was just waited. I just waited a couple days so that way my time could reset and then I could do 3 more trades. But after that, I didn't do any more than 3 because I wanted to maintain myself inside of those rules, because if you violate it too many times, then some brokers, they could close out your account, give you your money back, and then you'll be done on that broker. So I didn't want that to happen because it was a broker that I actually really like and have been using for, gosh, like 12, 13 years. So I definitely wanted to maintain a good relationship with that particular broker. And you may be wondering, well, why am I getting flagged in the first place? Well, excellent question. It's mainly because within the United States, in order to day trade, the United States government says that you must have at least $25,000 inside of your account in order to day trade. Now, just know that that only applies for regulated brokers. So a regulated broker is a broker that is subject to those rules like Robinhood or Thinkorswim or E-Trade or something like that. They are going to make sure that you don't violate that PDT rule. And then there's unregulated brokers where they don't have that kind of rule because maybe they are operating out of another country. And if you want to know more about this and want to know how to choose the best broker, then go ahead and check out this video here where I break everything down, including more depth about the PDT rule, more depth about unregulated versus regulated brokers. Another thing you'll need is multiple news sources. So there are some people who trade on fundamentals, that's the news. Some people who purely trade on technical analysis. Now, I'm more of the technical analysis person, and you may be wondering, well, what's the difference? What do I choose? Good question, because you can check out this video here on the differences between fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and then I tell you which each of those require. And like I said, for me, I'm definitely more of a technical analysis trader, but I do like to look at the news like Wall Street Journal, Yahoo Finance, Financial Times, and a whole bunch of others that I mentioned in that video in order to make sure that at least I have an understanding of what is being said about that company. Because you've seen it time after time where something is posted in the news and the stock could be going up and then all of a sudden it has this really big drop. Perfect example was when Netflix had their earnings and basically their stock went from $300 and something all the way down to $200 and something, having about $120 drop in just a single day. And I know that because I sold my Netflix stock that day and then I started shorting and I made about $3,000 in a few hours. So it was pretty amazing. But it's really cool to really understand the news and how that can potentially affect your investment or your day trade. Another thing you'll need is a day trading broker or platform. Now, I mentioned some other ones and you may be aware of some already, like Robinhood, Thinkorswim, or whatever. There's so many out there, but you'll definitely need this platform in order to place your trades. And the biggest thing you want to look at when it comes to choosing a broker, like I said, the video that I mentioned before is going to go in depth, but basically you want to make sure that they are able to execute your trades fast. So I've lost count as to how many times I'm in a position, I'm up, I've made some money, and then I hit the exit button and there's a few seconds delay. And that is the most cringe-worthy feeling ever, mainly because depending on what size you are trading, if you're trading with thousands and thousands of dollars and you're already up thousands of dollars, that could mean the difference between you losing hundreds of dollars or even more on that particular trade. So the ability for them to execute the trade quickly is going to be very, very important. Some other things you need to look at is their customer service, if they charge any fees. Now, don't think that fees are bad, because they are not. They can actually be a good thing. That example that I talked about in terms of them executing the trade quickly, paying a commission at times will speed up the ability for them to execute your trade much more quickly. And the seventh thing you're going to need is analytical software. Now, there's a couple of different pieces of software there out on the market, and there are some that are provided by your broker. Some are better than others, but the one that I use the most is TradingView. I probably use this about 99% of the time, and then other times I may use the software that is on my broker's platforms, but TradingView is going to be it, mainly because they have a whole bunch of indicators and it really helps me to be able to analyze the trade. And then in this screen right behind me, that is actually TradingView. I'm currently analyzing Ethereum. So that is a cryptocurrency, and basically just using the software, it really does help me out. And if you want to know what my top 8 indicators are for TradingView, then go ahead and check out this video here, because I break down what I use and how I use them. It's definitely going to be a beneficial video for you on your trading journey. Another thing I use my trading software for is backtesting. So backtesting is an advanced trading term, but basically what you're doing is if you have a strategy, you want to go back in time and test it out and just to see how accurate it is. So currently I'm back testing US 30 mainly because I just started using it about, I want to say a month and a half ago, and at first it was all good and then it wasn't. So I'm trying to figure out, is it me? Is it like, what is it? So basically I want to have some data around it. And based on that data or that analysis that I did last night, I was able to make about $500 today on US 30 because of my back testing. So that's an advanced topic, but basically you want to be able to have the trading software that's going to allow you to be able to do that. And number 8, this is my favorite. It is time. Especially in the beginning, you need time in order to learn the concepts, learn the patterns, and learn the terminology and everything that is involved in day trading. Too many times people just want to jump right in, figure out how to make money, and that is cool. The goal of all of this is to make money, but at the same time, it makes no sense for you to jump in with your hard-earned money and lose it because you don't know what you're doing. Not following people. I don't believe in signals. I used to have a signal room. I actually closed it just because I don't believe in it. I want people to understand what they are doing, what they are putting their money in before they put it in, which is why I have a day trading accelerator. And if you want to know more about that, then go ahead and check out the free masterclass in the description box below, because I really break down a couple of key concepts in that in terms of day trading and how I was able to make 100K in 6 months. So go ahead and check that out. But basically, when it comes to time, you need to figure out how much time you have up front in order to devote to learning day trading, because yes, it will be intensive in the beginning. And people who start with my day trading accelerator, I recommend that they spend at least 30 minutes for the first 30 days learning the concepts inside of the learning portal that I have. And basically it's going to be really good information for them, because not only learning the content, but learning the right things, because too many times I've heard other people say that they've learned something one way and then they had to unlearn it and then learn the right way. So it may sound a bit confusing. It can be at times, but you just need to know how much time you can realistically devote to day trading. And once you figure out that time, then you may know that day trading is for you, or maybe not for you at this time. But whatever you choose, don't delay, because you'll be looking up a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, like me, wishing that I would have started sooner. So if you really like this video, go ahead and give this video a like, and then also leave a comment in the description box below and tell me what you liked about it. And then go ahead and check out these videos here that'll definitely help you determine whether or not you want to be a day trader. And then if you do, it'll help you on your day trading journey. I'll talk to you next time.